Hey, buddy. I want to talk about the secret first step to making a decision that you feel good about. This is what we all want all of the time, right? We want to make big decisions for our lives. We want to feel really good about them and confident and move forward with gusto, right? But what happens a lot of the time? We make a decision and we're like, I don't know if that was the right decision. And we freak out and we panic and we second guess ourselves and we doubt ourselves and we half make new, other, different decisions. It's exhausting and it diminishes the pants off of our self trust, which feels terrible. So I want to slow everything down and give you a better way to do this process. This is what I just went through in my own life, and it was a game changer for feeling good about the way that I made a decision and then feeling good about the decision itself. So delicious. So I want you to just check in with how you're feeling. What are your emotions right now about this decision? I talk to a lot of people who are in the middle of big decisions. Sometimes they're overwhelmed because they can't see anything but options and they have no idea how to know which one is the right one. Sometimes they're grieving because it's their circumstances that they find themselves in are nothing that they expected or asked for, and they're genuinely sad about the decision they have to make. Sometimes they're angry. Right? This was like my energy a couple weeks ago when I was making this decision. I was disappointed and angry about the way everything went down that had landed me in this position to make a decision. So, whatever energy you're in, whatever emotions you're feeling, I want you to just check in. Be honest with yourself, because this very important secret first step to making a good decision requires you to be in touch with your emotions. Now, here is the step. I want you to ask yourself, what emotion do I want to make this decision in? Or what energy do I want to make this decision from? If you are in stress, my friend, and stress can be any of the things we already talked about, right? Overwhelm, grief, anger, sadness, resentment, disappointment, blah, 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 blah. Any of that is stressful. If you're in stress, you do not have access to your highest thinking. You are not doing your best cognition when your system is getting ready to fight or flee or freeze. It's just not the way you are biologically designed. It's totally fine. But this is how we get ourselves into trouble with our decision making. We try to make big decisions from a place of stress, from a place of suffering internally. And then we can't trust that decision because we didn't make it with our best brains. We didn't make it with the ability to have a perspective of abundance and opportunity and long-term gains. We made it from a stressed place, which encourages scarcity and instant gratification. And I don't want you to go through life not trusting your decisions, not trusting yourself, because it feels terrible, as previously mentioned. So check in with yourself before you make any more pros and cons lists, before you make any more game plans and explore worst case scenarios and think about what consequences you might set in motion with this decision. Before you think about any of the details of the decision, think about what energy you want to make the decision from. Because I can tell you, when I was angry and disappointed a couple weeks ago, I felt the urge to make this decision, and I was kind of on a time clock to do it. Time clock? Deadline? Time frame? Whatever. But I knew I gave myself this first step, and I was like, I'm not going to feel good about this decision if I make it out of disappointment. So I'm not going to make it right now. And I just gave myself a beat. I was like, I want to make this decision from a place of peace. Ideally from a place of love, but I would settle for peace. And I gave myself the time to get there. And I also recognize, when you recognize the energy you want to get into, you can move yourself more proactively into the direction of that energy. So I hope you take this first step into the world. It's no longer a secret. I hope it makes a difference in your life, because the idea is that it lets you enjoy the process of decision making more, and it lets you trust the decision you make more, even if there are human emotions involved. As soon as we figure out how to get rid of these dang things, I will let you know. In the meantime, you have new ways to deal with them. You're doing a great job. I heart you. I hope this helps. Let me know. And if you need more help, book an hour on my calendar and we'll talk about all the decisions you have to make. It's totally fine. You don't have to do it alone. I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.